Would you do 15 on this thing?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll take it. I have the game. I just want the box. Red Faction 2 for $5 is not bad. Look at it in box. 400 in box.
Question. Do you know if you guys know of anybody with a second gen kiosk?
Maybe so the guy that bought 2 signs from
Need a tumble.
Oh, yeah, he did. Give him his number.
Yeah, I'm looking for one. He's in the same group as me. Okay, I probably know who he is if I see his name, but look-wise, no idea. But I'm on that group as well, though.
Yeah, I think his name was Ryan.
Ryan?
He's a big second guy. Yeah.
He's a big second guy.
Yeah, he said he had it.
Well, I'm a big second guy, so it's pretty funny. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Like, just hold a picture of that.
Yeah, I have the game. It's cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give it to you for 20 if you want. Just the, I don't know songs. It's good. That's not him, is it? That wasn't him. No.
For 20? I'll think about it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no idea.
Well, they can get it up. That shit. I basically platinumed that game before they even had trophies.
Yeah, do you see the guys on the Game Boy fiber optic over there? This is the sign, I'll show you. He said, because he had no signs, and then he said he bought it yesterday with a guy walking around with it.
Damn, I kind of want that. And the box in the game is 140, but the menu is fucked up. They're offering 15. They're offering 15. You just have it ready.
I told him 5 or 6.
You're going to 15, they give me like $100 bill for change.
Fiber optics, Jason, the more toys slash old Nintendo one, those are expensive.
Yeah.
Those are like 8 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand.
And imagine something goes wrong with it.
It's going to be impossible to fix.
The wheels inside that spin.
There's just one guy that knows how to fix them, and he charges crazy money. And it's a lot of work, though. It really is.
It's like
hours of work.
It's like neon. It's like
it's like neon, but times 10. It's insane.
Yeah, he was like right down the end. That's it.
Would you do 15 on this thing?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take it. I have the game. I just want the box.
Yeah, no worries. I mean,
I'll probably be back.
If you put in like a little plastic protector, it'll look decent. You know?
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
See you later. Well, I'll probably be back.
All right.
You just have to go through and sit here and sift through all of them. one is 70. But they vary. But you have to sit here and go through like all of them. And here she is in all her glory. Wow. She's looking too good right now. Like, the price that I paid for this, I think it was a really good deal. It didn't come with the game, and actually the manual was in there too. It didn't come with the game, but I think it's kind of fun to actually have to track down the game now that I have the hard part. Because this is definitely harder to find in the game tenfold, I would think. Like, you go to a lot of retro stores, like you might almost always find Banjo-Tooie, but in boxed, if you find it, super rare, and the price that they ask, astronomical. I know you can find this on eBay around, I've seen it as low as 100 sometimes, but then the condition might be, you know, kind of not optimal. But if you still want the game, like, they do have it for like around $100, which I think is decent in itself. But the good condition ones I've actually seen do go up to around 160 sometimes. And I remember when this game was a lot more valuable than Banjo-Kazooie, but now they're kind of comparable. I've seen them flip-flop sometimes, but they're almost always a little over $100. I think that's going to be the baseline price for these from now on, because this used to be very expensive. I used to see this one close to 200, even over $200 online. But if you go into a shop, this game is still probably going to be around 150, close to $200. So to get it for, I think I paid 10 or 15 bucks for this. I like that. And I never actually got to play this game because when I was a kid, I only had 4 or 5 games, and Banjo-Kazooie was one of them. So this is a game I actually am very interested in playing. I might do it on the rare replay. I wonder if it's on the... I think this might be on the rare replay, so that might be the way that I play it. I'm undecided yet. I feel like a game like this does deserve to be played on original hardware, because Banjo-Kazooie 1 was so good. As long as Part 2 is a little better than his toupee that he has on there, I'm pretty sure it'll be a good game to play. Super nostalgic to go through. And I knew at the convention I wanted to an N64 game box. I usually thought the game would be in it, but this is totally fine too, because these are getting very hard to find, and little by little these are going to become relics of the past, because I feel like not many people are looking for N64 boxes. I want to say the N64 sold around 20 to 30 million units, so this doesn't have like a huge audience that are nostalgic for this stuff. So these are very hard to find, and online you just don't always know the kind of condition you're going to get it in. And these are hard to get in person, which I'd rather do. I'd rather see the box and inspect it myself and check all the creases and stuff like that. Like, I enjoy that. Like, it's a hobby that I enjoy doing, so I want to take as much time doing it and really go through the process of picking the games that I'm going to put into my collection. It's almost like a social meeting. Like, we get to meet each other, feel each other out, see if we're right for each other. Sometimes it's going to be you, not me. And I like seeing my games in person before I commit to them. But getting an N64 box game was one of my priorities at the convention, because it's not like you're going to go into GameStop. Well, you might find the cartridges at GameStop, but I've never actually seen an N64 box at GameStop, which kind of scares me to think that they're still throwing away the boxes if they do get them. I actually might try to do that one time and take this into GameStop and see what they actually tell me they're going to do with it. I don't know if they give you more for the box or not. I don't know. The whole GameStop retro thing, I think, still has to be ironed out a little better, because I'd be so sad if they're still taking in these boxed old games that people just had sitting around and they're still throwing out the boxes. That would be kind of terrible. Like, when I get one of these games, I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to take care of it, preserve it in the best form that I can. And I do get it. It's just a piece of colored cardboard. But I don't know, it just holds some kind of deeper value to me. It's kind of hard to describe. But I'm glad I have this box. Now, when I find the game, I'll hopefully be able to get the game around 20 to 30 bucks. So I'll have completed Banjo-Tooie for about 40, 50 bucks, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's kind of fun to challenge myself to see, because I do really want this stuff, and I probably would pay market value for it. But I think it's kind of fun, a little challenge myself to see how cheap I can get this stuff. But I am curious, if I was to take this into GameStop, what would they do with it? Or how much they would give me for it? Would they give me the CIB price for it, or will they just give me the loose price? I'm actually kind of curious, because I do think collecting is going to be in an interesting space in a few years, because now a lot of what the GameStop retros have is 360 and Wii, and that generation sold hundreds of millions of units. I think the Wii sold over 100, the 360 sold really well, the PS3 I think lagged a little behind, but these are all consoles that sold hundreds of millions, versus the N64 at the time that sold, 30 million units. I think there's going to be a lot of nostalgia coming for PS3 games, 360 games, and Wii games coming up. And it's going to be interesting to see what kind of stock GameStop has. I think there's going to be a lot more people in the stores because I think they are running a pretty big marketing campaign with the retro GameStop stuff. So I do assume that they're going to have more foot traffic and more people bringing in games, but I hope that they're not still getting rid of boxes. But maybe we'll take one of these in and see. Maybe we could ask them what they would do with it if they do even take it. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Just wanted to pop in real quick to show you one of my personal grails that I hope to complete for about half a market price, which is pretty neat. I'm pretty sure he had like 20 bucks on it, and I think I got it for 10 or 15, which, I don't think he was bamboozled or anything, because this was a video game convention, and he's a vendor at a video game convention, so maybe he just, I can't tell you why he wanted to get rid of this one so bad. But it's found a home with me. It's really not in that bad condition. Like, even the cool Blockbuster sticker, which, I don't know, some people really don't like the Blockbuster sticker, but I think it's kind of cool. Kind of dates myself, but it's just cool to see. Even though it's kind of big, and I guess they have to put it there to cover up the barcode, but it does cover a bit of the screenshot, so I get why people don't really like it, but I think it's cool. And with the old, especially like the N64 boxes, like, I'm not too big of a stickler for condition, because honestly, when you put them in these plastic protectors, like, they do display pretty good. Like, just look at it. Tell me how cute that is. Look at those puppy dog eyes. Who could say no to those eyes? I couldn't say no to those eyes. I had to bring them home with me. But yeah, you put in these, and they're not that expensive. I think I got them from Amazon for maybe like $1 or $2 each. Like, it does display very good on the shelf. And this one is definitely going right to the top of the collection to be displayed beautifully. But I'm definitely still way too old for this. Peace out, guys.